Replaced is a game I discovered on accident on YouTube about 7 months ago. It wasn't even a video about Replaced, it was about which looks cool, but it's been almost a decade, but we're still getting updates, so I guess it's coming out eventually. In that video, the talking head said that a similar game was being worked on. A game called and this one is out. Replaced is fucking awesome. For the most part. Alright, let's get to the bad stuff and get it out of the way. Parkour. My favorite game of all time is Ministry of Broadcast. Ministry of Broadcast is another pixel art game about parkour, and it's really fun. I've beat it at least 12 times over, and that game, it doesn't really have the best animation, but it has really good signposting, and the segments didn't feel like a chore. In Replace, the parkour is the worst part. Replace has an interesting gameplay loop. Basically, you go walk from one side of the screen to the other, and occasionally do some puzzles, maybe you do some parkour, and you beat up some people. Mainly there's parkour segments spaced in between the beating up though. And for the most part, it's fine, because Replace is a beautiful game and doing the parkour is pretty fun. But sometimes they really burf it in some sections with some poor signposting, or just some poorly designed levels, or just some glitches that I ran into. But it's early release, and they are still currently fixing some of the bugs I was complaining about in my playthrough right now, so fucking, I guess my criticisms are invalid. Kidding. The parkour is still pretty bad, and sometimes it's not even fun. It feels like a chore, but it's still not terrible, and the rest of the game definitely makes up for it. Because the rest of the game is perfect. Combat is a bit rough sometimes, but it's really satisfying to have it click for you. You have a baton. When enemies attack you, they'll have a red or blue Wi-Fi ray above their heads. If red, you dodge. If not, you counterattack, an extra hit in. If you get enough hits in, your gun gets charged. Your gun does a ton of damage because it's a fucking gun. Get enough hits in normally, and you can even charge your gun enough to use it repeatedly without breaking, but only for a brief period of time. And when I say without breaking, I should clarify that I mean without breaking in between shots. As in, you don't have to fight enough to charge it up to shoot it again. You can just shoot it again and again and again, but only for a brief period of time. I think it sounded like the gun could break on you. It can't. Anyway, you also have a pickaxe. It can break through armored enemies, so you can damage them directly. It can also reflect projectiles by pressing Alt whenever the laser that enemies point at you before they're going to shoot at you turns red. Once per fight, you can also electrically charge your baton to ragdoll enemies, and all of these abilities are gained at different points and times in the game, which, yeah, you won't have them all immediately, but that's how every game works, and whenever you do have them all, it feels really good. Now, for lore and the enemies. You are Reach, an AI created to match organ donors with compatible recipients. Phoenix Corporation, aka Corporate America, in the post-apocalypse, basically the American equivalent of recovering from Chernobyl and building a big-ass city on top. Phoenix Corp controls everything and gives the organs of its citizens to its officers whenever they need replacements with Reach, in exchange for money. Some say no. Their organs are taken by force with no monetary compensation. They are The Disposables are a group of outcasts who live all around the city and gather at the station. This is the central hub of the game, and exploring it and doing side quests can get you charging upgrades and health, gun charging upgrades and health upgrades. It also looks really pretty, just like the rest of this whole ass game. You, Reach, have been forced into the body of your creator, Warren, and chased out by the police. Your new objective is to get back into the AI core for Reach and get back into the system. But until then, you're basically a disposable too. And the disposables have you doing some work for them, mainly dealing with the termites. The termites are like the raiders from Fallout, a violent gang that utilizes mining equipment and propagates slavery. Their leader also has a battery that you need for your gun, so it's to die. The termites are also, as you'd expect, the main enemies for a lot of the game, and they do have some basic enemy variety. Guy with pipe and shield, guy with gun, big boy, girl with knives. You use your armor to break through the guys with shields and beat up everything else, except for the assassins. The girls with knives, you have to dodge them 3 times before doing a counterattack to damage them. And if you hit them normally, then they'll just dodge, and sometimes they'll throw grenades, but that's what the dodge button is for. Also, towards the later end of the game, you will fight the Phoenix Corp, but there are 2 different kinds of Phoenix Corp. The kind outside the city, kind inside the city. The kind outside are a bit tougher than the termites, they shoot at you more, and the kind inside the city will shoot at you a lot, and have electric batons, and are generally way harder, but not frustratingly so. The game is really fun, and I hope you've been convinced to play it, because it's really good. And yeah, that's it. Okay, it's not. I'm working on the arcade video, okay? Aiden has a really shitty schedule.